Welcome to Triumphant College.
Triumphant College. I wonder what's new today. Well, there's some good news. We are launching the Institute of Fiber Technology, and graduates from fiber optics courses can explore careers such as fiber splicing technicians, network engineers, data center technicians, consultants for telecom companies, and they can venture into business as contractors for ISPs. Tell you what, these are some of the critical skills in Namibia. The fiber optics industry is expected to grow exponentially with the rise of 5G, smart cities, data centers. Being skilled in fiber optics will place you at the heart of technological advancements. Fiber optic technicians are in high demand globally, with job openings in regions like Namibia, South Africa, Europe, and the US. The increasing reliance on data-driven infrastructure means this demand will continue to grow. Does this sound interesting to you? Why worry? Hurry and register. To start off with the short courses, let's hear out from Ellery as to what's happening on the field.
Triumphant College, in collaboration with Ellery Trading, are ready to empower young and old Namibians in the ICT and telecommunications industry. And yes, on the 28th of October, we'll see the start of the short programs that will build an all-round fiber optic technician. Just for 5 weeks, you will be cooked into a fiber technician who knows what they're doing in the industry. And we will also offer internship opportunities to those who will come and study with us. We hope to see you on the 23rd, and we also hope that you will register by the 28th of October. Namibia is entering a new era of digital connectivity, and we're excited to invite you and to launch the Institute of Fiber Technology. And so we have a few of our colleagues here doing fiber joint, some call it link joint preparation. This handheld is going to be responsible for catering 4 different DCs. DCs are areas which will be including maybe 16 to 30 houses, depending on the size of the location of the map. Once you are done with your 5-week course and you are ready to do a whole 3-year bachelor's degree program in the Institute of Fiber Technology, we're going to make sure that your whole 6-month to 1-year internship is guaranteed through our different stakeholders, and we are definitely going to make sure that even if you desire to start your own small business in this field, we will guide each other as to how best you are going to do it that will make you a successful entrepreneur. So why not register today?
I'm with Mr. Buddha here from the field. He's going to describe to us the project that we're talking about here. Okay? It's a short course. We're starting with a short course, and then he's going to describe everything. How good? Yes. Mr. Buddha, please. Let's come in then.
All right, good morning. How are you? Someone is still frowning. I want to interact with smiling faces. All right, thank you very much for an opportunity that we've gotten to learn more about what's happening, what's new at Triumphant College. And knowledge is power. If you don't know things, some of the things will just pass you unawares. I just want to start playing from the beginning. Okay. All right, so my name is, I'll introduce myself when I introduce the topic. Triumphant College, together with my company, Ellery Trading, is going on a very interesting route in this month and the years to come. And so we are launching an institute, the Institute of Fiber Technology. And we have today, the reason why we're here is just to create awareness and also just to guide us as far as career is concerned. But then the details of the course, we are starting off with short courses of Fiber Optic Technician. Now this is a 5-week course that will equip you to have in-depth knowledge and hands-on training
of fiber optic systems and covering everything from the fundamentals of fiber optic communications. That is your splicing, your testing, network designing, and data center management. And so we are taking off on the 28th of October this year, and we will have 2 sessions, morning sessions and evening session. And morning sessions will be 9:30 a.m. until 12:30 a.m. And then the evening group will start at 17:30, that's 5:30. And this course, I want you to have an assignment to go and just Google online how much one has to pay for them to train as a fiber optic technician. Just go and search, and you come back and see that the $5,000 is only half of what everyone else is paying outside the country. So a few companies already are have sent people to South Africa to get the same training, and at a cost of $9,000 to $13,000, depending on what courses they are covering. But at the same time, they would have incurred their travel expenses, your flights, if they are traveling by road. It's all more expense, and when they are there, they still need accommodation. So we're looking around, and with the background of the fiber industry as it's growing, as we will see as I continue, we need to make sure that our own people are empowered, and this can also be you. So as we will continue talking in the next few minutes, you will see that you just need your grade 11 or 12 or a high school certificate with just maths and English, or any other technical field course that you are pursuing already. So we are starting with very few numbers, so there will be limited space, and you can always do inquiries. If you go already on the Facebook page for Triumphant College, you'll see this flyer, or on TikTok as well, I've seen it, or on our website. And then you can follow the guidelines on how to apply. So for all your inquiries, the numbers and the email address is there. All right. Now I want to play, I hope it will be audible. I want to play this, it's only 39 seconds. Let's see. I hope it will be audible. Let's see. Is there sound? Oh, okay. Just sorry about that.
What's the name of this?
Parrot.
Gentlemen, you know what's the name of these guys? They speak up there. Huh? You know these guys? Engineers, they don't know.
No, it's okay. You can. I'll just play it without sound to just show. It's fine. All right. So basically, this is a 39-second clip that is still talking about what we are talking about, and it's also supporting the flyer that I just showed you. All right. It's just 39 seconds, and then we move on. So you need essential skills in installation techniques, troubleshooting, maintenance of fiber optic networks, and this is exactly what we have been talking about. You will still find it on our social platforms via the college. All right, so some of you, if you are being observant as you walking up and down the street, our main street from here, you have seen this is just here from the main gate, turn left, going uphill. This is our team already operating there. So we start off right from the civil construction before, how you dig your trenches and then install the fiber ducts where fiber will go in and then close up and then do the floating, how you make you pull or push fiber into the ducts. I'm trying to use layman's language. And then after that, we go on now to the installations, now connecting homes, whether flats or we're connecting house to house. And this is now splicing work happening with a few, this is all Commersdale, and with engineers that are going to be testing the equipment and other things. But now, what is it all that the questions that we need to ask ourselves, is a fiber optic technician a critical skill in Namibia? That's the question we need to find out. And we need, as the technological advancements are happening, there's a lot of questions that needs to be answered when you make a decision to join a certain particular course. And this thing is, you need to look out at what is it that not many people are doing, but it's making people richer. All this you are doing, all of you writing exams, you are looking for money at the end of the day. Whether you like it or not, it's knowledge, but at the end of the day, you need to have a standard, a basic and a better standard of living. And the answer is to this question is yes, fiber optic technicians are considered a critical skill in Namibia. The country's ICT infrastructure is expanding rapidly with increasing demand for the high-speed internet, fiber optic networks, and telecommunication services. The Namibian government, though through various policies, has emphasized the need for skilled professionals in the ICT sector, including fiber optic technicians, to support this growth. And then with projects like those from companies such as Demshi Holdings, Lightstruck, MTC, and Paratas, Telecom included as well, there is a significant demand for trained technicians, and the skills required for splicing, floating, and installations are scarce. You can go on and look for the Namibia National Critical Skills list and see what I'm talking about. So now the next question would be, you would ask yourself, does this skill really pay me? How much is it monthly average salary of a splicing technician? And I'm talking about things that every month I work with payroll and paying the technicians that are on site. And if you're a fiber optic technician, you can be well paid. So far it's scarce, and so far there are more projects being rolled out with different internet service providers. And if you're an entry-level splicing technician in Namibia, we are talking about plus or minus the range of $10,000 to $15,000. That's a month. And depending on the companies, they will give you extra, be it a vehicle, be it other needs that you need extras. If you are now a medium experience, 2 to 5 year experience, you're looking at $15,000 to $30,000 a month. And if you are now highly specialized and you are maybe focusing on other things, you're looking at earning $30,000 or more per month. And these figures are per company, but they vary according to companies, but they are not far away from each other. And I'm talking this from a 7-year experience point of view. So where is the future of now fiber? Is it something that is just coming and going? Maybe next year there are no more jobs, there's nothing happening. There are already ongoing national and regional projects as we speak, and we are expanding as a nation the fiber optic network. Students and the need for online education has brought about the need for us to have many stable internet, fast internet, and so that there's no way for live streaming. You know, your churches, they're live streaming. You don't need jacks, whatever you're doing. And we are now moving from the era of copper cables into fiber optic networks, for the mere fact that it is there are less risk of infrastructure vandalism. There's fast internet and cheaper as well, and maintenance costs are also very, very low. Your 5G and other advanced technologies, smartphones, smart houses, smart cars, you're still seeing them in Europe, but slowly but surely we are getting there. Some have already smart houses in Africa. I've literally gone and witnessed, say hello, Google, open the door, then it just opens while you're here.
just as simple as that. This is the world we are going to, and if we are being naive and not willing to move with time, and then we just feel we will at the end remain poorer and poorer, and as far as our mental capacities are concerned. And so there's infrastructure maintenance and upgrades, rural connectivity initiatives. At the end, a student in Rundu in the north, they are still supposed to be able to reach out to anyone via WhatsApp. You know, when you go to those places, you know you won't find some people because network now is no longer available. And yet communication is very key in people's lives. Lifespan, so the optic cables, when you install them, we're talking about 25 to 40 years of existence with good maintenance. So as long as the base, your infrastructure has started off in a good note with good technicians. So there's a long term and short term and mid years. All I'm saying is there's going to be a fiber optic technology is the order of the day, and it's going to stay for a couple of years before maybe we discover other options. Now, my name now, as I said, I'll introduce myself. My name is Kudakwashe Manasa Chipatiso, and I'm here representing Ellery Trading, of which I'm a director, which is in the engineering sector, and KMC Media Projects in South Africa. But I want to give you some background that will probably relate to one or two of you, or you also have seen your brother going that route, or your parents, they've told you something like that. There's always some form of confusion as you grow up and finding your path to your own professional level. And in my few years after college, I've done fiber optics instruction, and through Fiber Optic Association, an international accredited institution. But before all this that I'm talking about now, I studied diesel plant fitting, your earth moving equipment with hydraulics and other pneumatic systems. For the whole apprenticeship, 4 years and theory involved. But now, later in stage of life, we're going to see the next question. I'm also passionately doing multimedia business and ministry, and you can always find myself online. And also under the automotive engineering, have served as fleet workshop advisor and manager as well for different companies. Now, when it comes to fiber installations, we've done management consulting for different stakeholders in South Africa and Namibia. But now, it looks like a whole confused cockroach with different levels, from media, then talk of fiber, then automotive. What is it that is happening? Why am I giving you this background? The dilemma could be yours too. There are critical questions to ask yourself. Should I go for what I'm passionate about? Do I need to do a passionate field? Or should I just use opportunity that comes now and say, hey, I have to grab it, whether I don't like maths or engineering? So what do we do? Do we do what we want, or do we do what we need? Or do we do what have money that is involved? But at the end of the day, the best option for you is to do something that you love doing, but make it your profession. With that one, you have no much effort, no cramming of formulas and all those other things. It's built in you. God has given you something that you can easily do, be it music, be it media, holding cameras, being creative, anything that you know yourself better. But now, it still works. Then 70%, I did not finish this statement. It's critical to know that 70% of your lifestyle is evolved around money. For you to come here, you need your taxi money, it's money involved. For you to have your children going to school, you need money. For you to eat, you need money, school fees, anything you think about, books, anything. Your girlfriend will tell you, send me a time if you have one. It's all money related. And some have been even dumped because they are broke every time. Now, success is where preparation and opportunity. I mean, you need to prepare yourself so that if any opportunity strikes, you are ready. You are already geared for that. And this is Bobby answer saying this statement. And Napoleon also says, your big opportunity may be right where you are now. As we speak, someone else, give it 6 months to 1 month, life will tend to be totally different.
you forget the troubles that you say you don't have a dollar in your pocket. But then from what opportunity? It could be this opportunity that you set here, and time and chance happens to everyone similarly, but how we make decisions from now going onwards is what will determine your future. And opportunities don't just happen. Sometimes you have to create opportunity. I'll tell you a story why we are here and why we are now partnering with Triumphant College. It was a mere tender that was put on with MTC, Mobile Telecommunications, for companies to apply for fiber optic rollouts coming in 2025. And our company was part of the tender briefing. 52 companies were there online. It was a virtual tender briefing. And when we were asking for requirements for us to get the awards for tenders, the first thing they said, we need Namibians to be the fiber optic technicians working on our networks. And of all the 52 companies, we all agreed that they've tried to put out adverts, including our company. We are looking for fiber splicing technicians to do our systems. And whoever has applied so far have no matching requirements whatsoever, no skill. They just have done networking here and there via telecoms, but the actual technical skill needed on site to make things run efficiently, we failed. We could find people who are already absorbed with other companies, and therefore we are at an extent of asking the ministries to say, can we recruit labor from other neighboring countries? So if you go around and you see fiber splicing technicians, most of them are not Namibians. They are Zimbabweans, Zambians, South Africans, doing things that you guys can do. And where is the future going whenever we want our nation to be built with other people? So the reason why we are trying to bring you closer so you can spread the news is that we need to empower you first before we look elsewhere. So if they are to come like we are here now, we just need the shortest possible time to empower you and equip you to do your own things without looking outside for assistance. And so when we realized that, I searched online and looked for fiber optic schools, and there was not even one that was offering such program. And you are fortunate because you are the number one institution to start offering this program in collaboration. And then it means that you are exposed to opportunity already before we go anywhere further. And if you just decide to miss it, well, it's according to you. But I always know that where there's a will, there's a way. So I went forward to call Professor. I actually went through the Dean's office and we spoke about it until we all agreed that certainly we need to start this thing. And as it stands, there are more projects being rolled out. Rundun, the North, we are done in Sokopman, this Walvis Bay, among others. And we are not meeting targets only because we have less people that are doing that. And just now, I'll show you one or two conversations with the few technicians that I have been. In only 2 weeks, I received an invoice of about 8,700 of things that are very, I brought a few items in the car. There's a few things that are, but it's what you've been seeing here. But all I'm saying is, there is a lot of opportunity as far as that field is concerned. Don't always want to go where many people are going. Find your own different path that you are going, or where there are few people, and you make your life a bit different. And we've been in the industry serving different networks for your Vodacom, Metro Fiber, Prop for that's your South Africa. And in Namibia, apart from my MTC, Telecom, Paratas, there are two new competitors in the field. And that's your Lightstruck Fiber. If you move around, I'm urging you when you're moving, don't just focus on your phone, you're on the phone in your bed, in the class, or on your phone. Look around your environment and see billboards. You see things, you see a blue box almost everywhere, written Lightstruck Fiber. And then you see there's Dempsey Network as well. All these are new internet service providers. We're looking for different people to do work for them. And also, fiber optics, basically, it's a transmission of data that uses light. You are basically using light to transmit your data instead of using those bigger copper cables. But for today, you start learning about this when we do the actual course. I'll give you this. This is one of the first advert that we rolled out, and it was due 1 September. But when we did this, rolled out this advert, we got too many of civil engineers. They are there. Health and safety officers, you won't finish them. Civil construction supervisor, you won't finish them. But this fiber splicing technician, this is where we all stuck. Then we had to import people to try and help us for a few days and few months just to make it happen. And of course with your certified ID copies and a driver's license, etc. So these are a few of our people that we came abroad with. They are eating pizza. Imagine eating pizza on duty. I've gone to people who call themselves, we are engineers, we are teachers. They have high profile, they are high positions in offices. But during lunch, they say, hey, please leave me $20 for food. But you are working. What is it that you can't buy yourself that thing? But they are working on site, they have teamwork, they are also having the kind of life that they are looking for. So this is something that can be done as long as you are interested. You can always register. And only 5 weeks, you will see the value of 5,000. What I can promise you is that since it's something new, okay, we've spoken about, let me go back to the first slide. These are now just the overview of the short course. You do fiber splicing, testing, data center operations. Another route that you can take, remember not everyone is going to be an employee. We are not creating employees only at this school. Another route that you can take, when you have now mastered all this, you will need to have such your own company. Now, we are a main contractor. Our client is Lightstrike and Dempsey. And then we are given sub-areas to finish with a set date. There is no way we can only make use of our internal team to do everything. We are bound to fail. So what is the next plan? Is to look out for entrepreneurs, smaller people with small SMEs, businesses that know about fiber. And we task them, can you please do this portion of Commerce for us? And then you look around on the database, you have maybe 2 or 3 subcontractors, which are only doing other things. So if you are now equipped, you know what you are doing. And we have trained more people here. Now you have the courage, now you're now a business person now, with the mind of making more than just earning a salary. Because you earn a salary for survival. But then if you're a business person, you earn a living. That's a difference. So when you do salaries, you're always there to survive, hand to mouth mostly, and just cover a few. Tomorrow again, the next month you're broke again. But now if you want to empower yourself to be a better person who will always be there with liquid bank accounts, you need to go an extra mile and be confident to start your own business. Now, when you have your subcontracting company, this is where now we can guide each other. How can you start with one, and where can you go to establish your own firm? And then how can we allocate smaller portions bit by bit? But at least you know that at the end of the day, you can have a 70 to 150,000 in your account. You pay your salaries, you do this. At least you have some change. You can plan for bigger projects. And as you grow, you cover maybe other civil, you can always merge businesses. Once you start something, you will see that God will open more and more channels that will make life easier for you. And it's not promised that everything will be smooth on a silver platter. There's always extra work and extra hard work that you need to put on to invest in yourself. And therefore, this is just but an introduction of what we can do to join this. So you guys, you can now ask questions. And this was me. Okay, this is Splicer. Let me just check randomly. Don't worry about this one. Melo. I just want to show you just yesterday. So this one is done. This is Melody, the splicer. Only 24 years old. And this is Comas that we are talking about. HH15, I'll show you the splicing plan, what happens and all those. This is all the prepared boxes and whatever they are doing. But at the end, when you go down, you realize that this particular person, this is a 2-week thing. They have done something worth 8,240 in 2 weeks. And you are not doing something vigorous like trenching. You are just small fine cables of fiber. You just need to know your color coding and allocate it to houses. And let me go to quickly, as you now thinking of questions so that we don't continue staying here. Something very, I was shooting something with the camera. Okay, this is a splicing. Okay, this is particularly one of our clients where every single house is listed. If you go this side, you know that, okay. So these are streets on your far right. You have 283 Lorset Street, whatever name it is. Every single house is catered for in a map, but this is what we call a splicing diagram. And then every house, every access box, if you go around on the streets, you see small black boxes that they've dug and they've placed something there. We call them access boxes. And one box will be catering for 2 houses. This is now according to the DMC network. There are different slight specifications, but splicing is a principle. Nothing changes much. It depends on how they are building their network. Then when you come to DC, so you have to know it's allocated under a DC sub area, for example, consisting of maybe 2 or 3 streets, maybe 30 or 40 houses. And then there are color codes. Now you're told fiber networking codes. They are the same even in the ICT networking industry. Just you know, okay, this house has been allocated which tube, just for it. So when you do your maintenance from the data center, you can be able to tell where exactly the fault is, and you can make your maintenance. So do your maintenance. So legs and then the head hole number. When you see at a corner, like when you go out from this gate, you turn right. Just the next street by the corner, you see there's a bigger hole, a manhole.